and literally, I think I can make a bag of top ramen taste better than this ramen. Hello everyone, this is Portland food detective Tristan Piers, and today we have a mystery to solve. A ramen mystery. Today we will be looking for Portland's best bowl of ramen. Let's do this. So let's go back to the very beginning when I ordered all of these ramens. Hi, I'm picking up an order for Tristan.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good day. I'm picking up an online order. Tristan.
That's actually right there.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Have a good day. Hi. Sorry, I was taking a video of the eggs. I'm picking up an online order for Tristan.
I really like your coat.
Oh, thank you. I like yours actually. Where do you get that?
My friend actually owns a brand called Stefan.
Oh.
So he's a local designer. Do you need chocolates?
Yeah, please. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good day. Hello everyone, it's me. As you can see here, we have 3 different ramens today for this competition. I have decided it was a good idea to do the same flavor for all 3 because as you noticed in last week's boba video, I had a hard time picking a favorite because they were all different flavors. So what we have here today is 3 different flavors of Shoyu Ramen. This place is called, it's A-F-U-R-I, but when I say it, I say Afuri. I don't really know if I'm pronouncing that right. And then right here in the center, we have ramen from Koku Ramen. And over here, we have some from Mugen. For the competition to find the winner, I will be doing a 1 to 10 scale. Now, the first thing that I just wanted to jump into was the price. So these 2 were the exact same amount. They were both $12, and this one was $14. And to be honest, the one that costs the most has the least amount of ramen in it. So the first one we are going to be trying is from Afuri. Let's start off with this small piece of pork here, because I want to try it. It's tiny, but it has a mighty good taste, I will say that. Oh, the noodles look really different in this one. I think you can see on camera, these noodles are pretty small. They're really good. They have a really firm texture, which I was kind of worried about that, especially with ordering takeout ramen, because I was afraid the noodles were gonna get pretty mushy, but these are perfect. I wanna try the egg too. And it's like a soft boiled egg. And I wanna score these on flavor too, but I wanna try all 3 first. I will say the flavor is really good with this one. Okay, let's try this mighty one right here. By the way, that romantic encounter must happen again. Flirting with someone is the closest thing to potential marriage I'll probably ever get in the next few years. Start off with this huge piece of meat here. Oh, that was so good. And then we got our entire boiled egg here. This is soft boiled, so perfect. Look, oh yeah. These noodles are very different than the first one. These ones are a little softer. They're definitely not mushy. They still have like that good chewy. They're obviously thicker and they kind of taste like homemade noodles to me. Even the egg tastes good in this one. I think it's just like the broth or something. This is so good. The last one to try is this one from Mugen. Let's try this piece of meat. This one's really tender. Now this one, all the noodles are sticking together. Do you see this? Ooh, this is a big bite. They don't have a lot of flavor, which is weird because they're sitting here in this broth. They kind of feel like they're overcooked because these other two didn't have that problem, so I don't know if it's like a matter of cooking it or the type of noodle, because honestly, all three of these noodles taste totally different from each other. It's crazy. So scoring these from noodles, 1 to 10, I'm going to give this one in the middle an 8. This one, I'm gonna give that one a 7. They're still good, but they give me like angel hair pasta vibes. And then this one, I honestly don't like the noodles in this one because they don't have any flavor and they just kind of taste a little too like mushy. I'm gonna give that a 3, which sounds brutal, but I just really want to be honest. I don't like these noodles. I don't think they're very good. And especially when comparing things based off price, like I said, 12, 14, this isn't worth $12 for these noodles. They just don't have any flavor. Okay, now that I've had a chance to accurately try these, I now feel comfortable to give them their final scores for everything. So I'm gonna start with flavor, and starting with this one from Mugen, I'm gonna give this one a 2 for flavor. And label that to, I can make top ramen better at home. And literally, I think I can make a bag of top ramen taste better than this ramen. And then this one from Koku for flavor, I'm going to give it a 7. It's good. I am actually going to be ordering this again. The piece of meat is really good. They gave me a whole boiled egg, but I just wish there was a little bit more razzle dazzle in the broth. And that's the only reason it gets a 7. Everything else is so perfect and flavorful, but the broth I think just needed a little bit more flavor. And this one from Afuri, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. And while this one had the least amount of vegetables, it had half an egg and the smallest piece of meat, the flavor is really amazing in this one. I really like the idea of having like the yuzu in with it, and even without the yuzu, the broth itself is just very good, and for some reason the noodles have a good flavor of their own as well, and I just don't really understand how they manage that, but it's just very good flavor. And for the price, now that we have determined everything else, I'm gonna give Koku a 9 out of 10 for the price. I think this is worth $12. I wish it would cost a little less, but then again, how am I supposed to know what like the average ramen costs? Here's a good idea. Let me know how much a bowl of ramen costs at a restaurant in your city. I wanna know if it's like a comparative price. I don't really have anything to compare it to. For Mugen, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 for the price. While these two were both $12, this one is just not worth the money that I paid for, and that's why it's getting that amount. And Afuri is getting, what did I give it? Me looking at my notes. I gave this one an 8 out of 10. Well, there's not a lot as for like other things other than noodles. The flavor is just delicious. And honestly, there is a lot of noodles in here because they are smaller, so they're like more packed in there. And yeah, this one was $14, but honestly, the flavor is just so good. I can justify that more, and that's why it got an 8 out of 10. Alrighty folks, we have a winner. Let's start with our third place, and it is going to Mugen with a score of 21. I would not get this again. Second place goes to Furi, and it has a score of 36. Would I get this again? Perhaps. Once you have subscribed, liked, and shared this video to help get me monetized so I can afford to eat somewhere like this, then I'll go back. And first place winner, Koku Ramen with a score of 42. Woo! Koku is delicious. The quantities, the size of the meat, the whole boiled egg, the vegetables, the noodles are really good, and for the price, I mean honestly, I will get this again. Like I said earlier, the only thing that I wish they would improve on is somehow adding more flavor to the broth, which I don't know if that was just me or if it's because this one had so much flavor compared to the other ones that it just threw me off, but it was good. It was a good experience. I think if you're going to spend your money getting ramen, especially if you don't eat out very often, I would get Koku. Alrighty folks, this has been Portland's food detective Tristan Piers, looking for the best ramen in town, and we found it. Now, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to this channel. I also love recommendations for the food you want me to find the best of next, so go ahead and comment down below what you would like me to find, and stick around because next week I will be finding the best fast food milkshake. To be honest, it's a perfect excuse for me to binge drink 3 milkshakes and cure all of my emotional stress. So I cannot wait, and I will see you then. So until next time, au revoir. See you in the next video. Goodbye.